All right, that's a little bit. That's a little bit better. Helps us out just a little bit. All right. Okay, we are back. We're gonna finish up now. We're gonna start with Libra. Let's just go live on TikTok, and then we'll be ready to go. Let me turn it so it's a little bit more towards the actual. Um, Full moon. There we go. Okay. Let's get started with our Libras. All right. Let's get these cards shuffled a little bit. Make sure that energy is nice and flowing. So that's for our general. And then let's get our clarifying and topic cards nice and shuffled. Let's see what we got going on. What's coming for our Libras? All right, Libra, full moon. Ooh, we have a card that's not even the right way. Let me turn that around. Ooh. They're playing games. The cards are playing games. Okay, there we go. Let's get the Libras. Libras, full moon, topic card. Ooh, there we go. And we got the 3 of water in reverse. My goodness. All right, then. Well, that's interesting. Let's move this along so we'll have those 2 ready to go. Let's get our clarifier for our topic. Why are we not allowing ourselves to celebrate, Libra? There we go. Okay, we have 3 cards that came out for clarifiers. We got the 3 of Pentacles. We're working a lot. You must be feeling a little stressed out from the work. And we are, what else have we got going on? So we're working a lot. Oh, we're working a lot. Okay. We're focusing on our money. We're focusing on being able to manifest our true understanding of a happy ending. And for some reason, that is meaning that we don't get to celebrate, that we are taking things a little slow. I think we're just focused. Seems like we're a little bit focused. Let's see what we get for our actual cards. Let's learn up a little bit more. Okay, so the sun. So we're out there. You know, we're shining bright. We're letting people see us. The crown of fire, that is the king of fire. We're definitely feeling sure of ourselves. We're feeling confident, but we're feeling a little like we need to be in control of the situation. When you take the king of fire and then you take the sun card, what you're looking at is individuals or a time in our lives where we know we're going to be in the spotlight. We're okay with being in the spotlight. It's what comes with the territory, but we're also like it's like an ever-going fire. We've got the kindling in place. We've got everything set, and so there's not necessarily that spark. It's not that starting energy. And this might be something that again is we're just focused really on stabilizing. 7 of Swords, we're definitely looking at like making sure we have all our paperwork together. We may even be focused a little bit on, you know, how do we stay ahead? How do we stay ahead of the game? And again, that's why it's that ongoing fire. It's that fire that like we know, okay, this is not going to go out. We know that this, of course, here they come. Now they're mowing the lawn again, but hopefully my mic is doing what it's supposed to be doing and cutting out the extra noise. Let's see what else we have going on. Knave of Wands. Okay, here comes that spark. All right. So we had that really consistent, really like clear understanding of who we are and what we want. But now, you know, we are finding a little bit of that joy in the moment. We're finding a little bit of that energy that came beyond that. And that's from choosing to walk away from something. I love this card so much. The 8 of Air. This 8 of Air, 8 of Swords card is really one that's like meditation. That's what the card is on this one. It's about meditating and it's about going within. It's about really getting a clear understanding of where we are, who we are, and what it is that we want. And as we do that, as we provide a little bit more space there, it opens us up to some of this fire energy that we might have lost. And how to work through that, y'all know. Meditation, going within, it was all shadow work. And it's shadow work because it seems like if we're really trying to focus on that 3, like we have a 3 of water, or a Three of Cups and a Three of Pentacles, and they're sitting on top of each other, and it's looking at like a kind of a mirror image, honestly. And we're looking at our feelings and our emotions versus how it is that we are actually showing up in the world and what it is that we're doing. And we're trying to get those things to balance out, but we're putting so much more into the physical reality of what we're living out as opposed to maybe the emotional and the fire bringing energy of the passion that got us to this space to begin with. Like, how do we get into that? How do we dive into what might be making us feel a little bit more like we have to cage that fire in, and how do we release that? Our next one is the Queen of Chalices. We definitely have to get in touch with our emotions. We have to be really emotionally mature. We've got fire again, Maiden of Fire. That's the Page of Fire. No, actually, Maiden of Fire is the Knave of Fire. So we showing up twice. We have the same energy showing up twice for us. And it's really looking at, okay, like, it's reiterating again that the clarifier for that is the fact that we have to bring that spark back. I think we've been disconnected from our emotions. The Three of Wands in reverse or Three of Water in reverse is definitely saying that we're not connecting to our support systems. We're not connecting to what gives us that feeling of life and of love and of enjoyment. And we've got to get back to that, Libra. Let's see how to work through that. We have to let go. We have to let go of something in the past. We have to let go of what we've been holding on to. This idea of what was, what could have been, how our lives could have been. We got a Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. So we're looking at, okay, so Knave of Swords here, Maiden of Fire there, which is going to actually be the Knight of Fire. Okay, there we go. I've got to get my peoples together. But it still says the same story of like aggressively going towards this, putting that energy into it. So Knave of Swords is our next card after, which means communicating, thinking differently, putting our word out there. And look at that, by the Crone of Air, which would be the King of Air. So we're definitely needing to, we are in a space where we're letting ourselves be seen, and this is propelled by the King of Fire energy, feeling very charismatic, understanding what our purpose is, but then needing to get that spark back, needing to do some shadow work and some meditation, some mindfulness techniques so that we can understand why we have that fire, why we're going after what we're going after. Letting go of the past and becoming more emotionally mature and emotionally available, which leads us to needing to speak up, to share what it is that we're experiencing, and to share how we've been overwhelmed and all the options that are becoming available to us. If we have all of these emotions, we have all of these feelings, but we don't know how to process them. It's an air sign. We're air signs. We're not necessarily all that into our feelings. We're not necessarily all into our emotions. We're much more comfortable being up there in the air. We're much more comfortable being with that fire energy that's more sexual, more creative. And here it's like, no, it's the emotions that you're missing. It's the Three of Water in reverse. It's the emotions that you're missing. It's that emotional connection that's missing to push you forward. Let's get our outcome card. Initiation, which would be Judgment card. Oh, I've gotten the Judgment card so many times. So many times I've gotten the Judgment card, and I'm looking at the Judgment card a little bit different than how I used to, but more so reiterating that this is a time of rebirth, that this is a time for us to start a new chapter. This is a time for, as that Four of Chalices says, to leave the past behind. We have to change how we're looking at things. We have to change how we're expressing things. We need to make different choices. We need to handle our emotions in a different way, so that we can pass forth and get out of this cycle that we've been stuck in for so long. Let's get another clarifier beneath that, the Five of Earth. The Five of Earth. We've got to move forward and move past that kind of how okay we felt with just having enough, with just knowing how good we are. We know we're the best. We know that we have mastered our craft. We know that we'll be successful in what we do. And we've avoided pushing beyond that. We've avoided going deeper than that because we want to shine. We want to be the sun. We want to feel confident in what we do. And when you move forward, when you move beyond that, when you do that shadow work and you do that meditation to say, like, what's next? It takes a lot of courage. And It takes a lot of being able to be brave, to step into a role that's a little bit more advanced, to be the Queen of Pentacles as opposed to just being the Three of Pentacles, to have the Ten of Chalices as opposed to having the Three of Chalices in reverse. It's really saying that we're being initiated into a deeper understanding of who we are, what we can do, and how we can communicate and collaborate. Our emotions are deeper, our relationships will be deeper, and our ability to be able to manifest and have abundance will be deeper if we're willing to go within and to do that work and to release the past. The past is great, but we got to let it go and then let ourselves evolve to a higher realm of our being as the king of air. So, all right, that's it. That's for our Libras. Yay for Libras. Let's see what's going on with our Scorpios for the full moon in Sagittarius. I think it's a great one for our Libras. But let's see what's going on with Scorpio. Let's do a nice little shuffle, shuffle. Get our cards nice and mixed up. Nice little shuffle, shuffle. Ooh, I saw the lovers sitting there. Oh, okay. There we go. Shuffle, shuffle for that. And let's see. Oh, okay. We've got our card for... Ooh, okay. That one wanted to be on top. We've got our card for our topic for our Scorpios. Llamas, which is the 14. 14 is it the Temperance card? And we also got the 6 of air for... Let's make sure I have the right one for this, since this one is not always... Oh, never mind. It's the Devil. All right, Scorpios. Well, you may be right at home. The Devil card is your main card for the full moon, along with the 6 of air. Now, I've also gotten a new kind of understanding of the Devil card and really being kind of like the partner to the Pope, or to the is there a High Priest card? It's not a High Priest card. Not the Emperor. The Hierophant? There we go. The Hierophant card. It's kind of like the partner to the... Ooh, I'm making a mess. To the Hierophant card. And so the Devil is really bringing us to look within. It's bringing us to look at our temptations, being able to bring our shadow to the light, to balance ourselves out. The importance of being able to harvest from the soil, from the deepest parts of ourselves. And the 6 of air is really saying, you know, that it's reiterating the importance of going within and getting that clarity on our thoughts, getting that clarity. There's a cat in here, there's some fairies around here, and there's some books that they're exploring. So this is really about going within and getting that deep, deep clarity, particularly around your relationships, and particularly around what it is that you want your life to look like, how it is that you want your relationships to be built out as. Let's see what else we have going on with this. I think, as per usual, Scorpio, sorry to say it, but you're going to be doing some deep work with this. So let's see what we get. Okay. Ooh, and your first card is the Moon. Literally, you're still doing shadow work. I don't know why you never get out of shadow work, Scorpio. Maybe it's just your call to life, your point of being. I still feel like this lens is kind of cloudy. See if I can get that to be any cleaner. Any better? A little bit? A little bit. Okay. So you got the Moon. You're doing shadow work. Things are not always what they seem. You really need to go within. You need to get more in touch with your animalistic side, with your base nature. So all the things that society tells you that you're supposed to do. And then there's a part of you that's just very natural. It's just who you are. It's unconditioned. And you need to get a little bit closer and get back into that unconditioned. Your clarifier is the Ace of Water. And that Ace of Water really wanted to come out. there is some deep emotional healing that needs to occur, Scorpio. That's at like when you were initially born, when you were first beginning to allow yourself to connect emotionally with others, when you had your first love that was not, within your immediate family and was with another individual. What were the circumstances behind that? How did that turn out? What happened there? Because this created a very interesting dynamic and foundation for you that you've kind of been cycling through over and over throughout your life, and it's created a part of your shadow. Let's see how we work through this energy. The Emperor, it's made you a bit rigid. Let's just be honest. It's made you a bit rigid. It's made it so that you don't feel like you can show up as yourself. It's made it where you have to kind of come in as the ruler, as the sovereign, as the boss. It doesn't give you that vulnerability. It really leaves you open to being able to connect with others because you're feeling like if I just show up, I don't know what will come from this. Let's get our next card because I'm talking a lot. Let's get our Three of Chalices as our next one. You want to be able to clear that out because when you have the Emperor is great. The Emperor creates a lot of order. It creates a lot of systems. It makes it so that you can kind of move forward and be able to really have a productive life and get things done. But it doesn't leave a lot of room for that fun and that celebration, that other part of the Ten of Chalices where you're really enjoying life and being able to step fully into that. And so we have the Three of Chalices next. You're going to have some fun. All right. So yeah, and the Devil card is it's a great match for a little bit of fun. Okay. Like, yeah, it's going to be some deep, shadow work as per usual, but you're also going to be able to go out and with that kind of be able to kick off your shoes, have a good time. All right. We've got the Seven of Fire as a clarifier for that. And I'm pretty sure that is, I don't know who that is on this card. But I know Seven of Fire, or the Seven of Wands is kind of you're feeling a little defensive. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's Saturn. You're feeling a little defensive. You're feeling a little bit like you need that order. I think you're still pulling on to that. I think you're still holding on to that. And I think it's okay. I think the not just diving in without having some type of structure around you or some type of parameters around you allows you to have a little bit of that freedom. I don't think you're fully ready to the point to just kind of dive in and go in deep and not know where you're going. You need a little bit of that structure so that you can feel comfortable enough to allow yourself to be in the moment and to fully enjoy the life that you're creating for yourself. Seven of Swords. With the Seven of Swords, we're looking at again, you're feeling a little cunning. I'm a little concerned that you're digging a little too deep into that Devil card, that you're maybe not showing up as fully as you could. You're still keeping up some of your defenses. You have the elements, or you have the Magician card, and the Magician card is going to be looking at being able to use all of your resources. You have all of your resources available to you. Because of that, you're feeling very empowered and you're feeling like, I'm going to make sure that I'm not going to be taken advantage of. And the way we work through it is I think you need to slow down a little bit. You have some choices coming to you. You have the Two of Swords that's available. And as you're sitting here trying to figure out the path forward, like how do you balance out your need for order, safety, and to feel secure while also being able to deeply connect emotionally with yourself and others and to be able to enjoy life? Like, how do you balance that out? Do you sit here and kind of manipulate the situation to get what you want? Or let's see what our next one is. Do you let go of the past, Four of Chalices, Four of Cups, in order to be able to actually move forward, to be released, to celebrate all of the things that you have done? You go from the Seven of Fire to the Ten of Fire. And Ten of Fire, and your last card is the Hangman. The Ten of Fire, which is the Ten of Wands, is one of where you're feeling really overwhelmed. You have a lot going on. Like you're feeling the burden of the responsibilities that you've picked up. But you understood when you took that on that it would be all of this work. It's a burden that you've chosen to carry, that you understand all the goodness that will come from this, the Ten of Chalices. You understand that through doing all of this work, through finding order, through not just being all willy-nilly and just, manipulating others to get what you want, that you're actually going to be able to have healthy relationships. You're going to be able to move out of this cycle. You're going to be able to let go of the past. And you got to really change your perspective on things. It's the Hangman. That's your last card that's coming out for this reading, other than the outcome. The Hangman is saying if you change how you're looking at the hard work that's going into all this constant shadow work that you're doing, Scorpio, it's really allowing you to shift this cycle. The more you resist it, the more that it will continue to go forward, the more that you'll keep finding yourself back right in this same space where you feel like you can't trust people, where you feel like you have to go back to your old ways, because the work of being able to heal and being able to go deeper just feels like so much. It's going to feel like a lot until you get used to it, until you understand that this is your new normal. And then once you get used to being more vulnerable, expressing yourself, not holding on to the past and holding on to grudges, it will lighten up. You will feel relieved. You got the Eight of Fire as your last one. That is Neptune on this deck, and we pull out another clarifier because I just felt compelled to do so. And then you have the Nine of Earth. Eight of Fire is going to be really that psychological depth, but it's more so looking at releasing the illusions, the need to create illusions and to be delusional, as we like to say. Everyone wants to be delusional now. But if it's something that you've manifested into reality, it's not a delusion. It's real. And it's really saying that when you're going within and you're doing all of this shadow work, it's so that you can take things that you can only fathom in your dreams, in the deepest parts that you keep hidden to yourself, that you only let certain people see, and actually bring that out and see it in fruition. It is the actual manifestation of your deepest dreams. And you see that Nine of Earth? We got the Nine of Pentacles twice in your reading in these two decks. And it's really saying that, like, you can enjoy your life, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor, but you have to be able to allow yourself to fully heal, Scorpio. So that's going to be it. I feel like I've talked for a long time, Scorpio, on yours. And I think it's just because I really was feeling the, like, I don't want you to be left out here thinking that it's just going to be a not so great full moon when everyone's talking about how wonderful the full moon in Scorpio is going to be. It will be great, but it is going to require work. It's going to require for you to actually let go. I think when these eclipses happened, that a lot of signs were so overwhelmed and so just trying to stay afloat that deep shadow work was just something that was not a possibility for them at the time. That was not an option that was truly available. All right, let's see what's going on for our Sagittarius. Yay, Sagittarius. It is your full moon. And let's see what we've got in store for our Sagittarius. Sagittarius, full moon. What is coming for our Sagittarians? All right. And let us get your topic. Oh, this poor card. I let someone shuffle these on their own. Check my deck up. Okay. Ten of Water. Ooh, fantastic card to start off with, Sagittarius. Wonderful. We love to see it. Let's get your clarifier. Oh, there we go. We got two of them. Oh, you are having a great time, Sagittarius. I'm very, very happy for you. You've got the Ten of Water. Your clarifier is the Empress, and your second clarifier that came out is the Two of Wands. You are having a great time, Sagittarius. Life is really looking up for you. You are feeling like your home life is coming together. You feel like your money is coming together. You are really enjoying you're enjoying life right now. You are feeling very fertile, as in you're feeling like you can accomplish or create whatever it is that you like. You just need to put your mind to it. And there's some things brewing. You have the Empress, and then you have the Two of Wands. You've got something up your sleeve. You got something that you're trying to shift around and bring into fruition, a new project, a new phase of your life. You're looking to advance, and let's see how this goes. Ace of Chalices. So there might be a new love coming for you, or a a renewal of love. We have the Two of Earth, but it's looking like, honestly, okay, it's looking like this renewal of passion, renewal of good feelings. It's towards how it is that you make your money. And I could sense a little bit of like money stuff going on here because a happy home, which is the Ten of Chalices, Ten of Cups, requires for you to not be stressed out about money as well. So there's a relationship here between your being able to be emotionally available and to release your emotions. So we got the Five of Chalices, which says that, okay, when you're in the Four of Chalices and you've got kind of that stability, you've moved on, you're looking for the new horizon for what's to come, and you've grasped that available chalice, which is coming up here is that Ace of Chalices. The lure of the fours is to get stagnant. So the fives pushes us to expand. It pushes us to fill our cup even more. Right now, you're looking to fill your cup even more. You're like, all right, I've kind of stabilized my home. I've stabilized my relationships. What else is there? What's more? And that more is coming up a lot in like, how is it that I can make my world even bigger, even better? And you're pushing towards that. You're saying, okay, I can love more, I can give more, I can be more, I can fill up my cup even further. We literally get the Four of Chalices, then is your next one. You're grasping that energy, you're going within, you're moving forward. Seven of Air, Seven of Swords. You are needing to really kind of settle down a little bit, think things through. You need to find some balance. You need to balance out what it is that you're desiring and your thoughts, because you're a little overthinking things and you're starting to stress yourself out just a little bit. You've got to find that balance within all things as you're moving to being the Queen of Pentacles. Like I said, this is kind of concerning how do you make more money, and it's concerning how do you maintain your peace, this emotional peace that you found, while being able to be successful in what it is that you do in your world, in the material world. And moving through that is saying that you have to maintain that balance. As you're expanding, you need to create balance in that. As you continue to have more that you can pour into your cup, as your cup continues to expand, you need to also make sure that you are keeping your fire alive, keeping the earth alive, keeping and keeping your mind balanced. Seven of Swords. You got that Seven of Swords again. Literally, you must keep things in balance. And it's also saying we then got that element of fire, which is the Page of Fire. You've got that spark. You've got that spark, and that spark, though, Seven of Swords here, you might be feeling a little like, I don't want to say you have to cheat to do this, but I think you're feeling like, I don't know if I can do this, and I don't know the way to successfully do this without maybe trying to cut corners or trying to like, okay, maybe I can get all these things done here, and then maybe I can get this person to help me here. Like you're trying to figure out like what's the easiest route? How do I keep these scales balanced? And it's saying that, employ help, yes, but also let me go ahead and actually pull the card. Understand that this change, this growth is a part of your life moving forward. You asked to be released from these unnourishing relationships. You asked to have a happy home, to have healthy relationships, to make money, to be plentiful. And it's kind of the wheel that's turning, and that your next task is to find out how to balance all of this out when you get what it is that you ask for. So our final one for you is the Emperor, and it's literally saying you just need to make a system. You need to make a plan. You got the Emperor, you got the Three of Earth or the Three of Pentacles, and you got the Three of Wands. You've got a lot of threes here, and threes are kind of like the coming together. They're the next step beyond. Do you have two, three? No, you have, Okay. You have the Empress. Sorry, I was seeing all these threes. You have the Empress, which is the three. You have the Three of Earth, and you have the Three of Wands, and you have the Emperor. You need to make a system. When you can see everything, when you know what's expected of you, when you know what your plan is, when you know what the next step is, it helps you to be a little bit more ordered. And in that way, you're not sitting here feeling like, uh-oh, I better hold something back just in case because I might not know what's coming. Instead, you're saying, actually, yes, I'm going to have just this in savings. I'm going to have this on my budget. I'm going to have my calendar. And as much as I can see, I will be prepared for it. And for what I can't see, I know that I've put some aside just in case for that. So you don't have to trick or scheme your way into this. You can be upfront. You can show up fully. You can offer, you can have assistance, and you can move forward because it's saying that you go from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands. You go from opening up and having these choices and opportunities coming in for you to actually like lighting that fire that showed up in that element of fire and that ace of fire and walking through the door, making a choice, actually expanding. But you need to get a system in place because you're going to be thrown off balance if you don't. Let's get your outcome. Spell casting, the strength card. What a powerful, wonderful card. And then the clarifier for that is the element of earth. That's the page of earth. So here we have you starting something new, but really feeling that grounding of this energy. You don't feel that frazzle. You don't feel that feeling out of control. What you feel is that you've really harnessed that fire within you and you're using that to propel the work that you want to continue to do. You have the spellcaster. You are literally being able to take all this energy, which you didn't you get Oh, you didn't get that one. Okay. I was like, I feel like it must have been for another reading. Um, but with the strength card, which is a lovely fire energy to align with, is really saying that you believe in yourself. You have an inner knowing that you can do this, that you can harness both your animal nature. Centaurs are the representation of Sagittarius, and the human nature, half man, half horse. You have that wild spirit, and you can use that wild spirit in combination with logic as the emperor to be so much more than who you've been before, and not having to leave any part behind, not having to scheme, not having to, maybe not be as upfront as you want, and to allow that actual wheel to turn, to move to the next level. And you're going to feel really empowered as you do this. You might be thinking that having to create a schedule, having to figure out a budget, having to stick to these more mundane things in life, that element of earth, that page of earth, is going to be something that's going to bog you down and it's going to feel like a trap. But what you're going to actually find is that when you create these parameters, it lets that fire and that energy within you just flow. And it's going to be amazing. So there you go, Sagittarius. Happy full moon in your sign. I think it's going to be a great time for you. Let's get to our Capricorns, especially since I feel like this is taking a little bit of time to get through. So let's get to our Capricorns. Happy full moon in Sagittarius for our Capricorns. Let's get these cards shuffled. Let's get these cards shuffled for our Capricorns. And of course, all of these readings are sun, moon, and rising, so you can follow along for all of your different signs. Okay, yeah, let's pull the topic area. Oh, Capricorns wanted to come out fast. Let's pull our topic for our Capricorns. All right, 9 of water. You're feeling pretty good. That's a nice one. All right, starting off pretty good. You are feeling abundant. You are feeling like you are just going to enjoy yourself. I am very happy that you got this card, Capricorns, because I feel like sometimes Capricorns have a rough time with things. And you're always doing so much for other people. You're always making sure that everything's working the way it's supposed to. And you don't really get to bask in the rewards of all the hard work that you've done. And I think that with this full moon, the pressure is a little off. We do have, I believe, Pluto retrograding back. Is Pluto? It might be Pluto. Yeah, it's Pluto. Retrograding back into the sign of Capricorn. So we're still experiencing some of that push, there. But for our Capricorn signs, I think you're going to get to enjoy some of that summertime that we love in all of its glory. Let's see what we get for your clarifier. King of Chalices. Yeah, you're feeling great. You're feeling great. I think you've done a lot of that shadow work. Good job, Capricorns. You got in touch with your emotions. You're feeling very stable. Or you have someone who's coming in and they provide a lot of that emotional stability for you that leaves you feeling safe and secure so that you can enjoy yourself. This is exciting. Okay, let's see what the rest of your cards have to say. Ooh, and your first card out is the Devil. Clarify for that is the Mother of Water, which is the Queen of Water. And your next card for that is the Ten of Swords. All right, then. Well, I talked a big game for y'all, and I'm still excited for you because this Devil card is saying that as you do, I suppose there's still shadow work to be done, and it's about right here, we're showing up and we have this topic of being able to enjoy yourself, of having that King of Chalices energy. And now we're looking at balancing that out with getting in touch with the Queen of Chalices, the Queen of Cups energy. And maybe some of that mothering energy. Capricorn can be very masculine in nature. People can, I think, see it as a very masculine sign of it's daddy Saturn, daddy, all of that stuff. But really, truly, Capricorn is in the depth of the winter, which if you know anything about all of that is you need to have that nurturing energy to keep you alive, to back in the olden days, not freeze to death. And so being able to tap into that mother energy, being able to do some work around being nurtured, allowing yourself to enjoy what you have done and the security that you have built, allowing yourself to release some of those burdens. The way to work through that card is the Ten of Swords. It is the phoenix. It is rising from the ashes. It's taking all of that stuff that you take on, all those responsibilities, you take on all of the being able to be the provider that you take on, all of the always making sure that you're good and that everyone around you is good, and letting kind of that set to the side, saying whoa, okay, the stress of this needs to be released so that I can be reborn. You have the Eight of Chalices. You're walking away from something. You're walking away from that heaviness. Nine of Earth. Again, you're moving to a space of really being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And you're walking away from these connections and these feelings of not being worthy, of not being able to actually enjoy this because it's time. You got the Death card as the next one, which is transformation and change. That is the way to work through this energy. I think it might be time for some of our Capricorns, maybe not all of you all, but for some of our Capricorns to let go of that identity of being the only one who can help, being the one that's going to keep everything together and hold it together, and letting yourself just enjoy life. Enjoy what you have created. Eight of Swords. This person is literally laid out on the couch. They have all this stuff going on around them. It's all up too high up. I've been trying to keep it from being too low, and now it's too high up. There we go. They've got all this paperwork around them, all of this, forms and projects and reports around them, and they are just laid out. When I tell you, eights of the cards, 8 is the number of perfection. And one of the most interesting things that I took away as someone who can be a perfectionist, as a Libra who can be a perfectionist, is that when something is truly perfect, there is no more improvements that can be made. There is nothing more that can be done. The only true perfection is in death. And I'm pretty sure, Capricorns, that you are not trying to experience that. You don't want something to be dead. You don't want your social life to be dead. You don't want your ability to be able to create more to have died out. And perhaps there is some shadow work that needs to be done there of an avoidance of experiencing joy in order to not have to feel the pain of when it's no longer there, of the release from that, of the moving on from that. But it's time for you to rest. It's time to rest, Capricorns. We got the Yule, which is literally you've gotten the what they call death card, which we're gonna call. I've been reading more about tarot. They call it the nameless card. It is kind of the nothingness. You've gotten the death card twice. It's shown up twice. You have got to let your identity that is so tied to holding everything together, to staying in places that do not serve you, to staying in relationships that do not serve you, and always pouring into other people. You have got to let that go. Its time has come. Your last card underneath that of how to work through that is shadow work. It's interesting. Oftentimes, when we talk about shadow work, we're talking about the things that, the parts of ourselves that maybe society doesn't see as very positive. The society is not saying that we should be in touch with. But interestingly enough, if we're just looking at norms and expectations from society, for a Capricorn, a shadow may be not being responsible. A shadow for Capricorn would be not taking on extra work. A shadow for Capricorn would be saying, I'll save the rest of this for tomorrow. A project that needs to be done, cleaning that needs to be done. The shadow for Capricorn may be allowing yourself to rest. And I think that all of these nines, which are always about kind of like being almost at the end, almost at completion, almost ready to move forward in something, and being able to kind of relish and enjoy, is the shadow that you need to get in touch with, Capricorns. All right, let's see our next one. Five of Chalices. Yes. So that therefore you can expand, you can move forward, and you can do more. Nine of Air. You are almost at the end of the stress from this moment. And the Eight of Wands, literally, you have almost all of them. You have the Eight of Chalices, Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Wands, or Eight of Fire. This is a time for you to truly be able to expand, to grow, to let in more. And it all comes from letting go of this role that you've had of keeping everything together. It's piling on. It's very thick. It is not feeling like joy and rapture that you usually feel of having everything together. You're a great Emperor card. You just love having that order. That order, though, that perfection, that holding on so tightly to things is starting to feel like stagnation. It's starting to feel like death. You must let it go in order to be able to feel alive again. Sometimes you just need to take a vacation. You're going to work, everything is great, and you're puttering on, but it's just starting to feel so dull. And then you go and you take a break and you go somewhere else and you spend time doing something else. And you spend time with your loved ones and you just get that breath of fresh air again, and you come back and you feel renewed. It is time to allow yourself to be renewed, Capricorn. It is time for you to allow yourself to dream a little bit, to allow yourself to expand a little bit. You've got obviously. You got the Ace of Swords, new ideas, new ways of thinking, new ways of seeing yourself, new ideologies, new understanding of who you are. And your clarifier for your outcome card is the world, because the world is at your fingertips. It always is, Capricorn. That's literally just your vibe. That's just your life, is having the world be available to you. But when you hold on so tightly, to being perfect, it is strangling you, and it's keeping you from actually being able to expand and do more and be more and all of who you know that you are. So we are letting go. You're going on vacation. That is my recommendation. You are going on vacation. You are telling people at work that you will get that assignment to them on another day. You are canceling meetings. I know. Just reschedule them. You don't have to cancel them. Just reschedule them. You're taking that money that's in your vacation account that you never actually spend because you don't actually go on vacation, and you are spending it. You're buying yourself that thing that you want. This is June, is the month of joy. And you are going to let yourself experience joy, Capricorns. All right, so that is it for Capricorns. For Sagittarius, be a little free. Not too free, but a little free, Capricorns. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you for the full moon in Sagittarius. Let's see what our Sagittarians have going. Not Sagittarians, Aquarians. Woo! Let's see what our Aquarians have going on for the full moon in Sagittarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see where we are at. Let's see where we are at for our Aquarians. Let's get your main card. Ooh. Oh, there we go. 7 of water. Okay. 7 of water. And then let me get this ready to go. Okay, let's get our clarifier for that. I think it's another card. It's another card calling for balance. It's another card. Oopsie. Calling for us to go within is another card that's saying that you have a lot of options. You're looking at your options right now. Ooh, and you're... Okay, sorry. I had the cards upside down, so this is right side up. Your clarifier for that is the moon. Everything is not as it seems. You need to go within. You have some shadow work to do. And I think it's around figuring out what all these options are. You either have a lot of lovers that are popping up for you, or you just have a lot of feelings because there's a different direction you want to go in and you're trying to balance that out and figure that out. Knight of Wands, I really need to stop playing with this one, or so I'll just keep pulling cards. Okay. And a Knight of Wands is, there's a passion that you have. There's a passion that you have. There's an awakening that you've experienced. And you are trying to figure out what to do with that. King of Chalices is your first card. Clarifier is the element of air. All right. Yeah, you've got some new feelings popping up. You either have someone who's popping in that is very emotionally mature, that is very much a nurturer, that is very ready to be in partnership with you, or you yourself have been able to ground, to get in touch with your emotions, to understand that in order to be able to go after the things you're passionate for, you have to feel. You have to feel some of that. Oh, okay. And your clarifier for the King of Chalices is the element of air, or the Page of Swords. And so, yeah, you are really feeling inspired. You're feeling intellectually inspired, and it's leading you to, you're intellectually inspired, and it's causing you to have more feelings. And the way to work through that is a very interesting card that we pulled. We got the 9 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords is usually being stressed out, but it's also coming to the end of overthinking, coming to the end of just ruminating on something over and over again and feeling that overwhelmed. And it's saying that it's an interesting card to see the 9 of Swords with that 7 of water, because it's like when you have all these choices, when you've opened yourself up to so much, it is something that can be overwhelming. 5 of Chalices, everyone's getting the 5 of Chalices. You need to expand, to let go. The wheel of the year, which is the wheel. It is time for you to let go, and it's time for you to go into a new area of your life. That's the choices that are popping up. That's the shadow work that's being done. That's the going inside and feeling that fire of energy, that Knight of Wands that's pushing you to chase after and to hand off this energy and to actually take it from just attraction to action, to creating something new. So Wheel of Year is always changing. Cycles are going forth. You're entering into a new space in your life, and you're letting go. You're letting go of those past feelings, those past emotions, those shadows that were kind of holding you back a little bit that you didn't feel that clarity on. And the Four of Wands is how to move through that. And it's the grounding through the reality of what you've been able to manifest. We have then the Eight of Swords, clarified by the Six of Earth. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely some feelings of overwhelmed, some feelings of being overwhelmed. I think that you have been really trying to make sure that you have everything together, everything, all your ducks in a row. And that as you move to that Six of Earth energy, where you're then trying to, like, the clarifier for that is Six of Earth, like you've been really wanting to make sure that your money is together. You've been really wanting to make sure that your home is safe, it's secure, and you're feeling like there's a little concern about it being left out in the cold. There's a little concern about maybe not being able to keep things together. And then the way through that is, yeah, the Five of Pentacles. The answer, the assistance that you need is right there. It's waiting for you. It's showing you the way. And it's one of those, like, don't get so stuck in that Four of Wands that you're trying to keep everything how it is because you feel like everything's as great as it could be in your home. You feel like you're making as much money as you could. You feel like you finally have a job that supports you. You feel like you finally got your relationship together. Your home is safe and secure, and you're holding on to that so tightly that you're not actually seeing that there's more available to you. And the thing is that as you did this shadow work and as you stepped into what makes you feel passionate about yourself and passionate about your life, it called you to be a little bit more. And that was not what you were looking for. That was not the emotion that you were looking for. That was not the experience you were looking for, because then you felt a little overwhelmed. But it's saying, relax into it, move into it, trust that there can be more, that there's beauty in being able to expand. Oh, yay. Fantastic. You got the High Priestess as your last card, which is the kind of the partner card to the moon. And it's really saying that you've done that shadow work. You're seeing what it is that was hidden from you. And in this case, we have the 11 card, which I believe on this one is Justice. Let's see. Let's see if that's Justice or not. These cards do not go in order. See if I have that as the right one. Yes. No. Yes. Justice. All right. So you are seeing the results of the choices that you have made. One of the best explanations for the Justice card that I've seen recently was that you're making the best decision for yourself. You're making sure that you get what you deserve. So it's not necessarily justice like you're melting out justice for other people. You're melting out justice. You're serving justice to yourself. So what is it that you feel like you deserve? And perhaps that is really truly what your shadow has been looking at this whole time, is that when we look at this Seven of Water, that was all these choices. And as you were kind of coming to this realization that there's actually more available to you than what you thought, you ran up against that shadow of, but do I deserve more? Do I deserve more love? Do I deserve more money? Do I deserve a nicer home or a more secure home? Do I deserve vacations and to take a break? Do I deserve to be able to go after the things that I feel passionate about and that I care about, that actually drive me and make me feel fulfilled? Or do I need to just be happy with what I've got and hold on to that in case I lose it again? That actual internal sense of security. And that Six of Earth, that Five of Pentacles, which is the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Earth, is all looking at that being able to ground down into the understanding and the knowledge that there is always support available to you and that there is more available to you Five of Pentacles says there's more love available to you. Five of Earth says there's more money, there's more abundance, there's more creativity, there's more things you can manifest available to you. You have to choose that you deserve to have it. Okay, let's get this last one. I've been really going on. Tower moment. There will be a tower moment. There will be a moment where it will just kind of hit you like that, that says, I keep trying to force myself to choose. And maybe that's my issue, is that I don't necessarily have to choose. Maybe I can have it all. Seven of Earth. And your clarifier for the Seven of Earth is the Four of Air. Seven of Earth is a little sense of a little competition, a little bit of feeling like you are needing to defend yourself. It's a little bit of, okay, let me put my goods to the side because I may not be able to see the danger that lurks behind me, that lurks beyond this. Four of Air is kind of got a little bit of a similar vibe in that, but it's saying that there are guides along the way. There's people to help you. And there's a lot of underlying messages in your reading, Aquarius, about guides, support, people to help you, people to work with you in this. And I think that, if you're keeping that defensive mode in place, it's only going to, it's just a mirror for that stagnant energy, that fear of needing to hold on because you don't know what else is to come. You don't know if you deserve more. And I think Four of Air is often a card of needing to take a break, needing to relax, needing to take a little vacation, a little respite. I think you need to relax a little bit into what it is that you've done and what all you have been able to accomplish. And as you do that, it allows for you to be able to actually go a little bit further, to reach what would be the next step, the perfection of the air energy, of that creativity and that ability to actually start to bring in more. So, all right, Aquarius, that's it for you. Get out of your head, do the shadow work, integrate. You do deserve everything that you desire, and it will come forth to you. You just have to make that choice. I think the choice is going to be made for you, though, so I don't really think you have too much of an option there. But you can move into that in a more accepting way. So, last but not least, never least, we have Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Let's get your card. Yours came out fast. Mother of Earth, you are feeling that Queen of Pentacles energy, Pisces. All right. You're feeling abundant. You will be feeling abundant. You will be feeling that you are able to really just be stable, be secure, to manifest your dreams, to be able to see amongst you the caring and nurturing energy that you give to so many other people will be given back to you and will be shown in the world around you. Did I break a nail or something? Sorry, it felt a little strange. Let's get your clarifier. Pisces clarifier for full moon Sagittarius, 8 of Wands. What I'm telling you, you're doing great. You're doing great, Pisces. You're feeling very empowered. You're feeling very in control. You're feeling very expansive. I think as you feel more secure when you have a container, when we talk about water signs, folks can sometimes feel like, okay, well, if I'm trapped, if I have someone who's trying to control me or it's a controlling energy, you don't feel so great about that. You're trying to make your way out, and water signs will make their way out. But sometimes especially for, I would say, Pisces, you're like, I think I need a little bit of some form to me, something that gives me a little bit of stability so that I can feel free and safe and secure enough to grow and expand. And I think you created that for yourself. You've created that for yourself, not the other way around. No one has put you into a bubble or put you into a cage. It's more like you've just created, you always have the door open. So there's always more expansion. Nine of Pentacles, you are enjoying your life. You're taking these into account. The Book of Shadows. Book of Shadows, the 5. Who is the 5? Is that the Hierophant? Let's see who the 5 is. I sure do wish they would put their stuff in order. It would make things a lot easier for me. The Emperor. No, the Hierophant. That's what I thought. It is the Hierophant. That is your clarifier for the 9 of Pentacles. I think you're feeling very wise. 8 of Pentacles as the... Okay, so we've got 2 8s already. That perfection energy. But in this case, because you feel like you know what you're doing so well, like this isn't your first time at this rodeo, and the Mother of Earth or the Queen of Pentacles knows what she's doing. She knows how to go within, how to plant those seeds and how to get them to grow. And you are just kind of rocking and rolling through this, and you've become an expert in this field. You've become an expert in taking your dreams and being able to take them from the subconscious to the conscious, from dreams or, be delusional into reality, into manifestation. And you're just kind of enjoying the fruits of that. 3 of Wands. Ooh, even more expansion. Ace of Fire. Ace of Chalices. Oh, this is fantastic. You have something coming up. You've done such great work that now you have more options available to you. You may be receiving some messages about opportunities. So while you're chilling, while you're enjoying yourself, while you're sitting here basking in how you created a really nice life for yourself and all those things that come with it, it's opening up more doors. Like attracts like. When you're feeling bountiful, when you're feeling nourished, when you're feeling well taken care of, you're just going to draw more of that abundance back into you. You have the Ace of Fire or the 1 of Fire as your clarifier for the 3 of Fire. It is really about that inner attraction. Something that aroused is the best way. It's like my favorite word to kind of dig into this Ace of Fire energy now is that arousal, the rising up of your interest, the rising up of that energy. Like you feel safe enough to actually be creative. You feel, and to work through that is Ace of Chalices, the Ace of Cups. Your cup is overflowing. You have created a space where you can fill your cup. And now it's just overflowing. And all of that is literally overflowing into your life through more opportunities making themselves evident. Let's pull your next card. 7 of Pentacles. You are working hard, but you're harvesting the fruits of your labor. Maiden of Earth. Maiden of Earth is going to be the Knight of Earth. So you're going after something. You're going after this new opportunity. You're going after something that might feel a little challenging, but it feels very much so like the culmination of what you've been asking for. 3 of Chalices, and how to work with that energy is to enjoy it, to see it as fun. Yeah, it might be challenging. Yeah, it might be something that's new. Yeah, it might be, a little bit of hard work, but enjoy it. You're going to have good company while you're doing it. You're going to have just a lot of fun. You're going to feel that joy. We've got these chalices down here at the bottom. You've got these cups down here at the bottom, because they're really saying that, like, that depth of emotion that Pisces has, where you can dig into and tap into the collective consciousness, means that you could also tap into collective joy. And that as you fill up your cup from like the fountain of the universe, you're able to keep yourself nourished, but you're also nourishing other people. And so as you go after this new thing, that might be something that's like a little outside of your space that you're used to being in, it feels actually empowering. The challenge of the manifestation feels empowering. You're excited to do this. Your last card, of course. Last card is Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. It is feeling great for you. You are enjoying it. It is wonderful. Like this is a great reading, Pisces. I don't even have anything to say. Like all will go. Ooh, I should have been quiet. Your clarifier is the Tower. But I think this is more as like a spark of illumination. I think it's you coming to the realization that you can actually have everything you want, that you can actually have like 10 of Pentacles, that you can have a legacy, that you can create a sustainable life, that you can feel safe and secure, that you can like have a job that feels fun. And maybe it's not a job, but you can make money, provide for yourself, provide for your loved ones in a way that feels fun. Four of Pentacles. And that the way to work through this is to accept that stability, to accept that financial, emotional stability, that holistic stability. And I think that that realization that you have is that like all of the stress and hard work and things that people associate with it is not something that necessarily has to be your reality. All right, let's get your outcome card. Eight of Earth. Did you get this already? Yes, you did. The Eight of Pentacles. So you're still kind of digging into things, but you're really just seeing the culmination of this and the Two of Waters going underneath it. I mean, it's the same story over and over again for you, Pisces. You're doing some hard work, yeah, but you're happy about it. You're supported in it. You feel joyful in the moment. It's all good for you. So, yay for Pisces. All right. That is our full moon and Sagittarius readings for everybody. We had on the previous live that I did. It's up on my YouTube for my folks that are on TikTok. It's up on YouTube. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo is already up and available to be watched. So you can see what yours had to say. And I think I guess I could split it up. I always like to do my messenger oracle cards. So I think we're going to pull some messenger oracles real quick. And in this one, they come out when they come out, and that's what we get. All right, we got Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Let's see what we got. We set these to the side. Interesting. Ooh. Cancer, Leo. Ooh, that card is beautiful. Virgo. Ooh. Ooh. Libra. Let's see. Oh, all right. That might be all the rest of them. Let me make sure these are all in frame. They are, and I think I might be able to do 6 and 6. All right. Well. Oh, we need one more. Okay, we're missing Pisces. Let's get Pisces, and then we'll go over them. Lots of dragons on this one. Pisces. Pisces, you're holding up the line. Okay, last one, Pisces. Oh, my. Okay. All right. Aries, your messenger oracle card is show that you care. So I know Aries, sometimes y'all can be very caring and passionate and expressive of that, but don't let yourself get bogged down. Taurus got a new day dawns. You're starting over. Let go. Let things move on, Taurus. Gemini, see the truth. All right, use your wisdom. Y'all are nosy anyway. Y'all are investigators anyway. You know what's going on. Use that insight that you have to see beyond what people are showing to you. Cancer, Scott, seek your answers within. You're still doing your shadow work, Cancer. You're going within. You're getting all that together. Leos, heed the messengers. All right, so you might have some people coming in. They have things to tell you. You might be doing some spiritual work. You might be doing some ancestral work. But if you get the messages, listen to what they have to say. Virgo, you got let go of the old. You gotta leave that stuff in the past, Virgos. I know I went on a long thing with the Virgos. Virgos, y'all gotta let this stuff go. Libras, be patient. Woo! Well, as a Libra, I can say we're not the best at that, but we are going to breathe through it and meditate, and it's going to be great. Scorpio, see yourself in nature. Go spend some time outside, Scorpios. You had a really deep reading. You had a lot of stuff still going on, Scorpios. So maybe go for a swim. Go visit a natural spring or something. Spend some time outside. Sagittarius, seek your destiny. Sagittarius, this is such a great full moon for you. I'm really excited for all the things they have coming for you. Like, it's going to be wonderful. Capricorns, hear the ancient ones. Ooh, you might have some deep messages coming, especially Capricorns around your whole thing about needing to be perfect and needing to be in control, letting yourself take a break. Take a break, Capricorns. Aquarius, nurture all you love. Aquarians, I just want y'all to take care of yourselves, okay? It's going to be all good. And then for my Pisces, be without malice. All right, Pisces, you had a really great reading, but if you are kind of holding on to some bitterness about something, I need you to let that go. This is not, this lady look a little wild. She look a little crazy. So I'm going to need y'all to really kind of let go of any bitterness you might have about things that are going on with you. But all right, that's our messenger oracle. So that's going to be it. I will see you all later. Bye.